We are the DFPN. Always question the answers.
No Gimmicks podcast, and we bring it to you. Every time we turn live, and you know it's the truth. Every after show, moving down, this the time we move around. No Gimmicks podcast is going down. Every night, every time in the ring. This is the time for the No Gimmicks, no we doing our thing. What's your state of mind, state divine? Moving down a statement when we take the line. This is exactly wrestling the state design. When you see Stone Cold like me, with the stunner in the world, exactly man what we bring. Every night we move like Brock Lesnar, the F5, No Gimmicks. We take you to your limit, what's the feeling? When we live in the air, you know we on, this the time. Guarantee we move, you know how we respond. The state is mine, the state design when we feel it. Moving down, what's the healing? No Gimmicks is the feeling.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. And the weekend has finally arrived, ladies and gentlemen. a lot of building, a lot of talking about it. You've seen us talk about it on the show. It's coming. Well, this weekend it finally arrives. Who Runs the World? August 9th, MPX Event Arena, Bedford, Texas, all women's event, and we're going to talk about it. Joining me this time, once again, my co-host, The Choice, Matt Andrews. Welcome back to the show, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Always looking forward to talking wrestling with you on a Thursday night. And my brother, I got to tell you, I have never been so looking forward to not being a part of a show than I am this Saturday. I am happily handing over the reins and having the women showcase themselves as they should be in the world of independent professional wrestling. And hopefully with the amount of attention that this show is getting, they're showcasing themselves all around the world. And I'm very excited to see it all.
Yeah, me too, man. And just the amount of buzz that's been going around about this event, the ladies themselves putting out so many promotional tools. They've really taken advantage of this time and made this an exciting thing to look forward to. They really have. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously the star power that is Athena extraordinarily helps, right? But this kind of thing, the notoriety or Metroplex Wrestling itself doesn't really exist without the help and the foundation, not only of the MPX addicts, but just of the talent of the people that are there, right?
Right.
This promotion doesn't get as far as it does in 15 years to get to this specific moment without input from everybody else involved. Yes, Athena's star power helps magnify this and kind of zero in the focus on the event center that people wouldn't have known otherwise. But the longevity of MPX really helps build to this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is, this event is a testament to all the work that MPX has done. It really is.
Yeah.
And the audience that they've built up. And I say this, and it's kind of tongue in cheek half the time, but it's true. The MPX addicts is like a family, man. It really is.
Yeah. Whether that's the people that have been there for all 15 years or the people that are kind of recent additions.
Yeah.
It's just people, the whole environment, the whole crowd there is so welcoming. I don't ever worry about fights breaking out there, right? You go to some independent shows and you're like, somebody's being a little bit of a jerk over here. There's some people that get a little loud, absolutely, but at the same time, everybody kind of knows that it's all in the premise of the show. Everybody knows that we're all here to have a good time. I've never noticed any sort of drama like that come through MPX, and I think that also is a testament to its longevity.
Right.
It's a good time.
It really is. It really is. So I'm really looking forward. I'm really looking forward to this weekend, specifically because it's an all-women's card. We haven't seen one of these in a while, and the excitement that it built up, especially knowing that it's an all-women's card, like this is very unique, and I love that Athena is bringing this back. I do. I really love it.
Yeah, it would not surprise me, by the way, if we look back in December of 2025 and we look back at the year and we called this, and I know this, I'm not trying to be controversial with it, but like this is the year of women's wrestling.
No, it
And
is. It is.
we had the women's, the women's revolution. We had the first
Yep.
Evolution pay per view, however many years back or whatever. But the amount of attention that women's wrestling is getting this year, specifically, um, should
Yep.
be highlighted throughout all of the wrestling world. Um,
Yep.
previous years we've had little spots, right? Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. We've had
Yep.
Rhea Ripley have her moment and all that stuff. But like collectively, the fact that the women continue to outdraw, outwork, outperform, um, outdo the men almost in every single capacity.
No, you are right about that. You are very
It's fantastic.
And we're gonna probably go off rails for a minute before we get to the show. But you just said something very profound, and I went back to SummerSlam, right? So I was watching SummerSlam, and I noticed something right off the bat. They led with the women's triple threat match, and I'm like, this is a mistake for you guys because you did this at WrestleMania, and the women stole the show, and it was the first match on the card. Lo and behold, they did it again for SummerSlam, and the women almost stole the show. If it wasn't for the main event, they stole this show again this past weekend for SummerSlam. So yeah, I agree with you. And anywhere you look, I do think 2025 the women have been holding up the wrestling. If you look at cases like Toni Storm, she's been the most talked about person in AEW.
Yep.
Naomi, the work that she's doing right now. Rhea Ripley is one of the biggest stars on WWE.
Rhea Ripley, by the way, Rhea Ripley gets a louder pop than any other
than anybody. Yes.
WWE locker room. She gets a louder pop than Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, we got to bring it up, but she gets a louder pop than that. And that's,
she does.
That's huge.
Yep, she does. And what clued me into that is they did that Netflix event, the Tudum event. They did that, and CM Punk was on the panel, and CM Punk in the wrestling world normally gets a louder reaction. She had a louder reaction than him at that event, and that event wasn't catered towards a wrestling crowd at all. But the event, the noise that she got, I was like, oh my goodness, like she's a star, and you can't deny that. She really is a star.
Yeah, it's the aura in which she carries herself, confidence that she has in being herself that is incredibly empowering, not just to women and to girls everywhere, but also to guys, right? To see somebody that can just put themselves out there, not be, and I say not be traditionally beautiful because like you look back at your Hollywood actresses or you look back at your, your cover models and whatnot, they're not all tattooed. They're not all dyed hair, they're not, goth mommies as it were. But like Rhea Ripley has kind of made that a norm and made that, brought it to light and made it acceptable. And I think that goes miles for anybody, not just women, but men too, who want to express themselves in that way.
Correct. And shout out to the chat. Everybody's jumping in the chat. Shout out to Dirty from Texas. Says, I can't wait. Looking forward to the show. What's up, CJ? Welcome to the chat. He said the women still outwork the men. The storylines just weren't as strong. I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, women outwork the men. I don't know if we can say that the storylines weren't as strong. There's been some good storylines. I think the build to the second Evolution pay-per-view was not as strong.
Right.
But you know what?
That's the pay-per-view of the year right now.
Well, yeah, but they made that into a hell of a show, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. And it's almost like if you challenge them, they're gonna accept the challenge and they're gonna just blow it out of the water every single time.
Yeah, we say in the locker rooms and all that stuff, if you're not going to be the main event, then the next best place you want to be is the opening match. And you were talking about the women opening the match at SummerSlam, and the whole idea behind the opening match is to get the crowd hot.
Yep, set the tone for the night.
Yeah, they set the tone. and the women set the tone, and they've been setting the tone the entire year. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah, they have. They have. So let's talk SummerSlam. What was your best moments of SummerSlam?
Ooh, okay, best moments of SummerSlam. That TLC match. So I feel like the TLC match was a redemption match for the tag team division, right? Because they didn't
Yep.
get the spot at WrestleMania. So in order to make up for it, they gave them this match. And here we are again giving props to the women because, like, yes, the guy has completely bumped their asses off all over the place. Yes, 100%. Did Candice need to take that bump that she took? No, she
No.
absolutely did not need to for the sake of any of that. So props up to her for that. Also, and I know this is a lot of night two stuff, but honestly, the hardcore match, the street fight with Lyra and Becky, I very much enjoyed that, and I enjoyed that because you don't often see women in that environment. If it's a
Correct.
street
Correct.
fight, okay, there's a table involved. There might be a belt shot here. That, like, they went crazy. The zip tie spots, the kendo stick spot, like Becky was wailing onto Lyra with the kendo stick, and Lyra returned it in favor. So like it was just a really good, really hard hitting match. I think the ending's a little iffy. I think they're really trying to force the Bailey issue a little
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
But like the match itself was great. I loved seeing that. I didn't get a chance to actually watch any of the main event with Cody and John. I didn't get a chance to. I forget what I was doing, but I did not get a chance to. Oh, where was I? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to. But like from all accounts, that was a show stealing match as well.
Yeah, that's why I was saying the ladies had that up until that main event. The ladies had the show, and I was like, y'all got to quit doing that. But the main event more than made up for it. That main event was awesome, and we did a reaction to that main event. So I don't know if you've seen, but we have a reaction series on No Gimmicks to where me and Jen from one of our other shows, Cutting Edge Heroes, she's never watched wrestling before, right? So we go through matches. I show her matches and we react to them. And I think she's becoming a wrestling fan because of it. And so we watched the main event and we did a reaction to it, a live reaction to the main event. And man, that had everybody. It had everybody reacting to it in their fields, man. I was like, that's how you do it. That's how you end it.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know if I caught all the correct highlights of it or whatnot. There was no Avengers Assemble moment in that main event, right?
No.
You know what I mean? Like
there was not. Yeah, I know what you mean. No, there was not.
And so that probably makes it even more special is the fact that it was a 30-minute, 35-minute, whatever spectacle, and it was just that.
Yes.
You didn't have to have 18,000 Bloodline members run in. You didn't have to have The Rock run in. You didn't have to have any of that until the very, 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 very end after the match was done. You just have two of the best putting on their best
putting on the show. Yep. And I think that's what made it so great. Is because it was back and forth. You got a little bit of the old John Cena. The length of the match is what got me. I was like, man, they are going for a while, and Cena's still in there, still doing his thing. And it's like, I don't even know why I ever doubted him. I know he's getting up there, and I know he's talking about retiring, but man, if this is one of his last matches, that's special.
Right. Well, and anytime that if you're used to doing something for like just 8 to 10 minutes or whatever, and you're playing all your greatest hits, as they say,
right.
You have to drag that out to 3 times your normal amount. It could be very difficult to do stuff to keep the crowd entertained, right?
Right.
If you look back at the 60-minute Iron Man match between Michaels and Hart, which a lot of people say is one of the best matches and whatnot, but there were a lot of rest holds in there, right? There was a lot of like chilling, a lot of
slow down. Yeah.
From all accounts and what I've seen, there was not a whole lot of downtime in this match.
Nope.
Like it was high octane. It was like an
start to finish
blockbuster. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's kudos to them for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. While we're on this subject of the WWE, before we jump into the show, they made an announcement, and it's got everybody up in arms. So they announced that ESPN will be carrying their PLEs starting in 2026, and ESPN. This is the part I don't think people fully got. They fully grasped. ESPN the same day announced that they're launching an app that is direct to consumer, and it's going to be all of ESPN in one place. And it's an app direct to consumer, but you can get into it logging in with your cable provider.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, and yes, that's important, right? If you've got the cable provider, you can still go ahead and log in and get access to that. It's kind of like most of the other specialty streaming services, but like this kind of move to me right after the whole Brock Lesnar thing, where they think that they got like the biggest pop ever. I just kind of feel like I don't want to say tone deaf, because it's not tone deaf, obviously. The idea is to get more money possible, but like, you're at a point in time where you are growing the audience as much as humanly possible, right? Like, wrestling has never been hotter. There have never been more new fans jumping on the bandwagon of professional wrestling than there are right now.
Right.
And if you're going to attract new members, the way to do it is not to increase the price of anything or to make it more exclusive. You're running into the same problem with Major League Baseball, what they did last year and the year before. You want to watch this match? Oh, you have to get Apple TV on a Friday night. You want to watch this match? You got to get YouTube Premium on a Sunday morning. You want to watch this match? It's on Roku TV. Like, it's
too many directions.
And then blackout restrictions, which I don't think a WWE is going to run into, but it's the whole idea of like, if you're going to restrict the access to all of your shows, then nobody's going to be able to watch it. You want to make things easily accessible. And like, by giving people more to do, you're just going to make people go, I don't want to. I'll just scroll on TikTok and see the highlights.
Right. And that's where half the audience is going anyway. It's like, I'll just catch the clips. Like, I don't even want to sit through this whole show. I'll catch the clips. I'll recap. If I like it, I like it. Right. That's where the audience is really going. Yeah. And if you have it in one spot and it's working for you in one spot, I don't know why you would change that. Specifically, if that one spot is cheaper than the spot that you're trying to take it to. So
no kidding. Yeah, you remember when like Raw would be like the recap or whatever would be on Hulu the next morning.
Raw and SmackDown would be on Hulu. Yeah.
Right. But Raw, which was a 3-hour show, the Hulu recap or replay the next day, it was only going to be 90 minutes.
Yep,
they
cut it was an hour and a half.
All the unnecessary crap or all the non-highlighted stuff, and they only showed you the highlights.
Yep.
For somebody who's limited on time, that's a great feature. And if it's just a hard sell to tell people that like you've got to do more to be able to watch the same product, let alone the cost.
Right. That's what gets people is the cost, because I've seen people just like budgeting it out. It's like this is an extra $400 on top of everything that I do to watch it anyway. And the biggest worry is the library, right? But I do believe with the library, what they're going to do, they're already doing the YouTube vault, the WWE vault, and they opened up the WCW YouTube channel. So I think the library, they're going to start monetizing on that. And it's kind of following the UFC model. If you know the UFC model, what they do is they do the YouTube shows, they do the countdowns, they do all that on YouTube, right? That's where the majority of their content is. Then they do the pay-per-views. But instead of them doing straight out pay-per-view, it's $30 a month for the year. You get all the PLEs. With UFC, it's pay-per-view by pay-per-view. And I think that would have turned everybody off, which is why I don't think they went that way. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much money, right? So I think what they did is like you do this through your provider, you log in, you get the app, you get the PLEs. And I think that's the easier way to go about it, but still, what you don't account for is the cable provider. So if you're logging in through a cable provider, it may be free now until they catch on to it. Because what happened with YouTube TV, I have it, is like Sunday Ticket. Sunday Ticket, they were doing free previews for it.
Sure.
And once people caught on to like, oh, I can just get it on YouTube TV. They started charging for it. And they started charging out the wazoo for it. And then like Max is another one that you can log in through YouTube TV, but they started putting that in a bundle to where you get all your premier channels in a bundle. So it's really like I'm going back to cable, and if I want to watch WWE, I have to now factor this into the budget. You know what I mean? And I think that turns people off, especially if you have this on Netflix, so I have to have a subscription for Netflix. Then you have this on a regular broadcast cable, so now I need a way to watch that, and then I need to have another way to watch it on USA Network. Then I have to have another way to watch the PLEs. It's just like, bro, that's too many places for me to go to watch wrestling,
and too many subscriptions I have to manage too, right? Like this has kind of always been the big thing with people saying that they're cutting cable cutting, right? And that's a discussion for a completely different podcast that isn't this, but you traded in your $129 like DirecTV or cable package or whatever it was, be like, oh, I'm only going to watch these certain ones, and then you start adding up all the little things that you're adding up. It's the same price.
I'm paying more than cable.
Yeah, that's
what I'm doing. I'm paying more than cable.
And just it feels weird that nobody's come up with a freaking way to just do that, and everybody gets a share of it, but everybody's egos are too big. And again, different topic for a completely different show. But
that leads me to this.
Yeah,
MPX has a low cost subscription, and they have great wrestling on Twitch. Low price. You get all the shows every weekend. They do it weekly. You don't have to pay $30, just $7. Come to Twitch.
Yep, absolutely. And you get access to all the replays. And if you don't have that, you can always go online to YouTube at the MPX Network.
Yep.
And really just independent wrestling in general, right? And people were saying this after WrestleMania, with Mania tickets being the cost of a new car almost. You can go to your local show for $20.
Yeah. And have a great time.
Yeah, and I understand that MPX runs weekly, and so $20 every month is, about $80 to $100, depending on how many Saturdays there are. I get that, but
that's still cheaper than the cost of a seat
of a Mania ticket, right?
Right.
But if you go to some of the other shows, they're still charging just $20 to $25, right? And that's once a month. And so if you're not in an area where you've got a show that runs weekly like that, like go to one of those shows, support that. You're getting fantastic value, and a night you're not going to forget.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, support your local indie wrestling, because
like MPX,
it's worth it.
This Saturday.
Yep. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk some MPX. We got Who Runs the World coming this Saturday. Let's jump right on into it. Want to know something really cool?
It's not Brick Savage DDTing an announcer. That's not cool, CJ.
I know.
Anyways,
I saw that.
What's something cool?
So MPX just put out a post on IG, and I think this is the entire card. So let's go through it.
Well, how convenient.
I think this is the entire card. So let's go through it. Let's talk about it. And man, Who Runs the World, hosted by Athena, this Saturday, August 9th. So much to do. Let's talk about who's going to be announcing, because this is a pretty big deal too.
Yes,
and that's Veda Scott.
Yeah, Veda Scott and Allison Danger too.
And Allison Danger
commentary as well. Yep. Yeah. Oops, that's not the right cord. All right, I was gonna try to open up my iPad and kind of follow along with you on that. Yeah. No, Veda Scott, who obviously is a voice at Wrestling Revolver as well. One of the very prominent women commentators that's out there, women talents, wife of Speedball Mike Bailey. So that's a phenomenal get for this show. A very knowledgeable voice, and really great to hear that on the call. Allison Danger, of course, her accolades go back forever, and she's going to be doing a seminar at the MPX Event Center that morning as well. So
nice.
Any local wrestlers, that's male or female, that want to come up and go to this Allison Danger seminar, they should attend that.
Nice.
That's good. Also announcing, and I know that's not in the graphic, but taking over the ring announcing duties is Kennedy Hopkins. You've seen her be the backstage correspondent for MPX over the last couple of weeks, but before that, she was a ring announcer as well in a former life at DFW All Pro Wrestling. So I actually ended up succeeding Kennedy when she stepped away, and so she's got some announcing chops to her, and so it's going to be great to be able to hand over the mic to her and let her call. Set the stage in the ring.
I love it, man, because it truly makes it an all women's affair. I love that.
Yeah, and I think I told you this when this was first announced. Like Athena had asked me if I was going to be around for it, and I was like, I would be mad if you gave me to do it. You should give it to Kennedy. So I'm very excited for her, and this is going to be a great stage for her.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. And let's jump into this card because listen, when they announced the talent for this show, I was already excited.
Oh yeah.
But looking at these matchups, man, listen, get your tickets. There's still some available. Get them. Be in the building for this. Yeah, not first row, second row because they sold out. So it's only general admission now. But yeah, man, get these tickets. Let's go to the first matchup that's on the card announced. And that's Shay Carmichael versus Emmy Camacho.
That's right. Yes. America's Sweetheart, the former MPX women's champion, going up against a member of the esteemed Camacho family. People say don't headbutt a Samoan. Don't take on a Camacho in the state of Texas. They have the state on lockdown, whether it's Angel, whether it's Zarek, whether it's Emmy. And Emmy and Shay have worked against each other across the state. They have gone up and down that road, and this is just going to be a kind of a classic show, presumably to start the night. So it's going to be a great match. Two people.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If this opens the show, this is a very good opener.
Yeah, Emmy's high energy. Shay is all class and sass, and it's two great dynamics. And again, two people that know each other incredibly well, and so it should be a great showcase of both of their abilities.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Then next up, we have the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team Champions putting the belts on the line.
That's huge as well.
Yes. The Money Birds taking on the newly formed tag team of Anarchic Ash and London Dior.
Yes.
In which, if you did not catch Anarchic Ash, there is a clip of her match on the internet. Please go watch it, because watching her in action and knowing what London can do, I'm really curious what this tag team is going to look like.
Yeah, definitely. And this is an impromptu formed team, obviously, because Kaya Dream was unable to make it to this show.
Yep.
I was looking forward to the dynamic of Kaya Dream and London Dior, who are very similar as far as personality and style. But now I find myself even more intrigued by the Mosh Pit Princess, Anarchic Ash, and the Diamond Princess, London Dior. What a great clashing of styles, like a mixture of two styles that complement each other.
Yes.
Going up against the Money Birds, the Reality of Wrestling women's tag team champions. And I've watched Lady Bird Monroe compete firsthand. That's
Me too. Me too.
That's a match.
That is a very good match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching the Money Birds is going to be a treat for everybody. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, me too. And just knowing that the stakes are high in this match,
Yeah.
Really excited about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't count out Anna Kadash and London Dior just because they, haven't teamed together before. They aren't familiar with each other. That's still two incredibly talented performers that can go out there and get the job done when it needs to be done.
Absolutely. I would argue that makes them more dangerous because
Oh, yeah,
there's
the
no
unknown.
data on them. Yeah.
Yep, complete unknown. So,
Yep. Love it.
Yeah, very excited for that.
Love that. Love that. Next match we have is a bad bitch brawl.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be MPX used to hold their Monsters Ball match around Halloween every time where it's just the big guns coming out to fight. And so Nyla Rose, Charity King, Morgan Mercy, and Baby D, and out of all four of them, I am extraordinarily excited to see Morgan Mercy show up and show out.
Me too. I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm really excited to see her in action again. But listen, man, Charity King, Baby D, and Nyla Rose, ain't nothing to sleep on, man. It really ain't nothing to sleep on.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Nyla Rose, not necessarily at MPX, but she has graced an MPX ring before when she attacked Athena at one of the training shows. So that's going to be exciting. I'm very excited to see Charity King in action. But like I said, you said you haven't seen Morgan Mercy in a long time. That doesn't mean that she hasn't been doing anything.
Right, exactly.
She's
been busy.
She's been busy. She's been learning, and I'm excited to see how she's evolved and advanced and matured and changed in her time since at MPX.
Yes, exactly. You know what? This one has sleeper match of the night written all over it.
Oh, I expect it to go all out.
Yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
It's going to get a lot of chance. I'm very excited for that.
Yes, most definitely. And just knowing Nyla Rose and how talkative, man, this match is going to be very entertaining.
Yes. Yeah.
It's going to be really entertaining. So, yeah, looking forward to that one as well. And here's one that I'm going to say right now is probably the match of the night. It's a triple threat match.
Oh, that's not the one I thought you were going to talk about. But okay.
Oh, no, not yet. But this one has some. This one might be match of the night. So it's Masha Slamovich.
Oh yeah.
Versus Hyon. Versus Bert Vixen.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. That is probably going to be match of the night. I'm obviously looking forward to the next match that I think we're probably going to be talking about because I think that's going to get the most national attention. I think.
Yep.
With a lot on the line there, but it's not that this match shouldn't get national attention too. You have the former TNA Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich in the ring, so people should be paying attention to that without a doubt. And then I'm hoping, and she showed up at the WWE tryouts.
The tryouts, yes. Congratulations to Vert, man.
100%. And I'm hoping that gives added momentum and added notoriety as she goes into this match. Brings more eyes onto her, and people kind of look at this match and say that's the match that got Bert Vixen booked, or signed as it were.
Signed, yeah. All three, because Hyun's been busy too.
Yeah, well, Hyun's queen of the Indies.
Yeah, exactly. And just knowing they're in the ring with Masha, who's coming off a match with Natty Neidhart, and I know she's looking to get back on track with this match.
Yeah,
this is something to look out for.
Yeah, and real quick, and I know she's not on the card, but like Natty Neidhart, man, like holy crap, the whole Bloodsport, the whole complete change in persona from WWE.
I love it.
The Dungeon Dolls to the monster and the robot that she is.
I love it.
Format, it's phenomenal.
It is. I love it. And I love that she's like separating this part of she's separating Natty from Natalya. She's letting you know, like, this ain't the WWE version of me. This is me that will totally beat the crap out of you right now.
Yeah, and I would love to see that on the main stage, but I also agree, like, that kind of style probably won't play as well as Natalya does.
Right. Well, and it's because she's like a beloved darling as Natalya, but her as Natty, I love Natty more than I love Natalya. I'm gonna just put it out there. And she spoke really highly of Masha Slamovich this morning on Busted Open. Yeah, she spoke really highly of her and the match that they had. And it makes me look at this match and say, Masha's coming off of that. Vert's coming off of the WWE tryouts. This has a really big formula for match of the night. And my pick right now in this match is Hyon because everybody, the other two are coming off of some notable stuff. So
that's a really smart pick, honestly.
Yeah. And it gives me like, she could walk away from this the winner because the other two are coming off of stuff that, you know, everybody's had their eyes on them, and she's done nothing but prep for it. So
sure. Yeah, it's going to be hard pressed for me to go against Vert Vixen. Vert Vixen is probably one of my top 3.
I love
Vert. So yeah, I got to go with Vert on this.
All right, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I dig it. But let's get into the match that I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
The one with the most national attention on it, and that's Maya World versus Billy Starks.
Absolutely. Billy Starks, we obviously know what the top minion is doing over in ROH and AEW and teaming with Athena, and also with as many people as whose eyes are on Athena. And another side note to that, it blows my mind that there's an entire subsect of people that have never heard of Athena.
Yes.
Like, exactly. That's crazy to me. But like, there's an entire population in AEW that is getting exposed to Athena, which is great. They're also getting exposed to Billy Starks.
Yeah.
And Billy Starks is a completely different animal than when she started in the whole minions and training thing. And this is some of her best work yet. I have loved watching Billy Starks do this thing.
Yes. You know what they're calling this match on the low?
The what?
Do you know what they're calling this match?
No, what's that?
They're calling it the Minion Super Bowl.
Oh, the Minion Super Bowl. Yeah. I love that. I think that's an official thing. I think we need to, and I hope it gets introduced that way.
Me too. Because I like this match in particular too, just because you have Billy coming in and getting all the experience that she's got and applying it with Maya. This is a real test for Maya to see where she is right now, and I love it.
Yeah. Maya World, obviously, probably the fastest rising woman superstar in I don't know about the world. The world?
I'm going to say the world.
Joshi's.
I'm going to say the world.
Yeah.
What's wild about that is when No Gimmicks first started doing interviews, which is like 2022, either 2022 or 2023, maybe 2023. Maya World was one of my first interviews, and she had just started. She had just got the DFW All Pro Championship.
Gotcha.
She was the youngest to do that.
Yeah.
And from there to now is probably like a span of 2 years. And I've seen the jump that she's made from then to the next year being national, and now she's global almost. And for her to be in this position is insanity to me, because I was like, dang, man, she was one of my first interviews. And look at her now. It's crazy.
It is absolutely crazy. You know, like so over on my TikTok, which shameless plug, the Choice Matt Andrews, but
great announcing.
Thanks, by the way. Appreciate that. I'll follow random wrestlers from around the country who are just getting started, who are like changing gimmicks or changing career paths and discovering wrestling and whatnot. There's a wrestler out in California by the name of Journey Burke Esquire.
Heard of him, yeah.
She's a lawyer, she's been a lawyer, but she left the law field to go pursue professional wrestling, which
that's awesome.
Great. But she was doing some kind of like self-interview or talking to the phone or whatnot, and somebody asked what her dream opponents were, dream matches. First off her list was Maya World. And I was like, how crazy is that, right? Like,
that's crazy.
I'm one of those that's like, we're Dallas, Texas, whatever, man, right? Like, it's freaking tech, but like for somebody half a country away to say that they want to face somebody from Dallas with the notoriety and like the awe factor that comes with Maya World, like that's
Yep.
cool as hell.
Yep. Yeah, I seen her the last time I saw her was in Vegas, and I was just proud, man, just seeing how many people were going around just talking about her. I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy, because
Yeah.
people were talking about her. Her name was buzzing all around Vegas. I'm like, man, and I couldn't even go watch it. I'm like, she's doing amazing stuff that people are coming to these venues talking about Maya World and what she's doing out here. So I do think the opportunity is presenting itself to where she's about to level up. And I do think this match may be a big reason for that.
Sure. And another reason to tell people to go to get their tickets at mpxwrestling.com, because this is one of those moments, right, where you're going to pay $20 to see somebody who, without a doubt, is going to the main stage.
Yep.
Shortly. And so you want to be one of those that sees the indie band before they get signed to the major record label. You want to be the one that says, I saw them live and I saw them up close and personal. This is that shot. This is that time to go see Maya World and go do that. Pay the $20. Come out. Let's see a phenomenal show.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention this main event. Because this main event, we've talked about some great matches, but this main event is the main event for a reason. Now, that's the MPX title being on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Riza versus the Walking Dead, or the Living Dead girl. Sorry, the Living Dead girl, Abaddon.
Oh, man. The hype package for this is so well done.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
both
is.
of them look so strong. I'm looking forward to. So I've not seen Abaddon in person, but I've obviously known she's made several trips to MPX.
Yep.
I know that. I'm excited to see Riza Clark go full potential, full out on this. And not to say that she probably hasn't before, but like, this is the stage, Riza. This is the stage where almost like a coming out party, so to speak. This is where like all eyes are going to be on Riza Clark, the Dread Pirate, as she goes up against Abaddon in a title match. So I'm looking forward to seeing her at her full potential and seeing what she can do.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And CJ says, Abaddon's everybody. I got to give it to the ladies. They've been promoting like crazy.
Yes, which is what every independent wrestler should do.
Yes. Every lady on this card has promoted this card to high heavens.
Yeah.
and it's been awesome seeing it, because they're all excited about it.
Yeah, and they should be. And sure, this is coming off of the heels of, I think I can count 3 women's shows that happened on the bigger stages or on bigger stages than MPX. So it kind of seems like it's kind of the last show of a running and whatnot. But like this is the show. This is a big show. This is a perfect blend of the established stars and the up and comers and the local sensations. This is what that is. The previous women's shows, they were all established stars. They were all people who knew, which is great. This is the show where you get to see who's the next generation mixing with the current generation.
Right. Exactly. And CJ echoed what I said. They've all been putting themselves over on socials. They have been. They really have been.
And again, this is what every wrestler should be doing who gets to be on these shows. Like Matt Cardona said it too, right? Like, cut the promo like you're making, like this is the most important thing to you. Help give that show credibility. There was a show in town recently with some pretty notable people. And if you go through their social media to see it, like they didn't mention that show at all.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
At all. I'm like, you guys have a pretty big voice. Like, you guys have a pretty big following. That would have been a really great opportunity to get the word out about this particular show and get
Yep.
people to it.
Yep.
And so I'm so looking forward to seeing how many people come out and experience not just MPX for the first time, but an indie wrestling show for the first time. People that didn't know that MPX existed just around the area. I'm so stoked for that.
Me too. Me too. And to be in the building, when something historic happens.
Yeah. Yeah. So another story from people I follow randomly on social media. This again, power of social media kind of thing, right?
Yep.
There's somebody that well, I was just scrolling on Threads, just looking through stuff, and somebody had a picture of Brick Savage at the MPX ring right there, just front and center, just saying like, I can't believe this has been in my backyard for so long. And it's just somebody who said wrestling's had a place in my heart, and I didn't realize it was this close to me. And like, that's the kind of stuff that I, as the ring announcer, as the Addicts ambassador, whatever you want to call it, that's my goal, is to get people who are within the radius that like love wrestling, didn't know that they could
Didn't
just
know
walk
it all.
down the damn
Yep.
street and go watch a damn show. That's my. I want people to come out and say like, "Holy crap, it's right there."
Nah, it is, and that's the best. That's the best find is when you find it. It's close to you, and you're like, "Man, I could come to this every weekend." And then you go to it, and it's like, "Bro, am I tripping, or is this really good?" And then you find out. You start introducing it to people, and you're like, "What is this good?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's good. It's awesome." And it's like, "Okay, I was right." And that's what it's all about. It's like, love that.
Yeah. So.
And then it's awesome too going to the shows. And then like for me personally, when I go, I know everybody now. And it's like I've been here so much. I know everybody. I speak to everybody. And it's just a good time. And you just go, you talk to people, talk about the matches together, and then it's an awesome time. And that's what I love about it. It's just like you go and you start knowing people, and then you know whose favorite wrestlers are. And if someone's there and you know they're probably going to heckle them, then you're like, this is going to be fun, you know?
Yeah.
And it just makes it way more fun.
Yeah, totally agree. And just so you know, because you're going, are you going this Saturday?
Heck yeah, I'm going. I got 4 tickets.
Nice.
I'm going.
I will let you know that our other sponsors as well, Sauce, they will have a contingent out there as well. And if you've been to an MPX show while the Sauce guys are there,
It's the Sauce. They make their own section.
They do. Yeah.
And it's
so
called the Sauce section.
They're going to be something 16 people strong on Saturday, which is beautiful to see. So thank you to Sauce, sponsor of the show. If you live anywhere in Grapevine or anywhere around Grapevine, head on out to Sauce, the best pizza and smash burgers in Grapevine. So that's one sponsor. Definitely want to thank. I also have to sponsor this little podcast called the No Gimmicks Podcast. We'd love to thank you guys for sponsoring Who Runs the World, part of the Dat Feeling Podcast Network. Loving to hear your wrestling reactions from all over the world. And so grateful to you guys for sponsoring that. And then another shout out to sponsors Anime Yankee. That is a anime specialty store that runs out of the Vista out in Louisville. It's run by a friend of mine from high school. But he's supported my wrestling journey since I started it and was in it. And so, Anime Yankee is going to have a booth set up with a whole bunch of authentic imported goods from that are anime themed and anime focused. So stop by at MPX, the event center. They'll have a booth set up there for it.
So you're telling me I need more money?
Look, I'm just.
That's awesome, though. Yeah, that's awesome. I know that store because I go when I'm up there. I go to that store.
There you
go. That's
go.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Awesome.
So glad to bring them aboard as a sponsor. So it's very cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's dope, man. That's really dope. So that's the card.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on out there. 510 Bedford Road.
Whoa. 510 Harwood Road.
I'm so sorry. 510 Harwood Road in Bedford, Texas.
Bedford, Texas.
Yeah, my bad. Harwood Road, Bedford, Texas. Get on out there this Saturday. There is a meet and greet.
Yes, starting at 7 o'clock.
Starting at 7 o'clock. Come on out. Get your tickets. Get the meet and greet. Come on out. It's going to be a historic show. You don't want to miss this one. You really don't want to miss this one because
that's right.
There's a lot of eyes on this show. You already know the MPX brand is going to put on a good show, but the stakes and the history that are going to be involved, you want to be able to say that you were in the building when it happened.
That's right. So you can go to mpxwrestling.com for your tickets. I doubt there are going to be any at the door, just so you know.
Very much doubt it.
MPXwrestling.com for tickets. If you are located in another part of the world and you cannot make it to the MPX Event Center at 510 Harwood Road in Bedford, Texas, you can always catch it on streaming at twitch.tv/Metroplex Wrestling. Come on in. Join me for a live chat going on in there. I'll be giving reactions. I'll be giving thoughts. I'll just be chatting it up with all of my old and new MPX addicts.
To help you out, if you get on the Twitch stream,
yeah,
No Gimmicks will be buying gifted subs that night. So you can interact with the choice, Matt Andrews, as a subscriber. So we'll be gifting subs.
Wow, that's great. Thank you. That's huge, actually. Yeah, thank you so much. That'll be great.
Yeah, man. It's something that we wanted to do just to increase it because we know people are going to be watching. So let's gift out some subs.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk after the podcast a little bit so I can get some details, and I'll make a little video on it. We'll promote it and get people even more on board with that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So any last words before we get out of here?
My goodness, no. So just we'll see you out there at the show, guys. Who Runs the World, August 9th. MPX is All Women's Spectacular, 510 Harwood Road in Bedford, Texas, or twitch.tv/Metroplex Wrestling.
Absolutely. MPXwrestling.com. Go get those tickets before they're gone, people. Please. And that's it. That's all we got.
Yep.
So if you got nothing else, I got nothing else. Let's get up on out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in to This Week on MPX. Please, please, please get your tickets or get on this stream. Once again, you don't want to miss it, but come on out. Until we see you guys again, you take care of each other. Enjoy what you're going to enjoy. Peace.
See you later.
And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmick. Yeah. And I know it's all business, all business, all business. We give them no gimmicks.